All right, let's bring in our panel. Fred Barnes, Weekly Standard executive editor and Fox News contributor. Emily Shire is Bustle political editor. Fred, what do you think of what you just heard from Catherine Herridge?
Well, look, it's pretty striking, and there's every reason to believe it, to not believe the State Department for sure, because we've seen this before. There have been efforts to work with the White House, and the president declared executive privilege on some documents, which meant they weren't released, and we have the State Department doing this before, slow walking the release of documents and so on. So there's every reason to believe that there was a quid pro quo, and I think what the FBI can be proud of is the guy who would have had to go along with that, the FBI official, did not.
No. And now, I mean, he's going to end up being the fall guy. Emily, you know, they look at this and they go, the FBI agent whose reaction in writing was this was a quid pro quo request and didn't do it. Now they're going to say he's incompetent, he's lying. I mean, they're trying to take back his assessment. What do you think of that?
Well, I think it's critical that it's not just the State Department that has denied this account, but the FBI itself.
So the FBI is saying that their own guy is lying about calling it a quid pro quo.
Or calling it a mischaracterization. I think we have to go by the agency as opposed to a single account within the agency when we're looking for statements and take the FBI at its word.
So, Fred, we have to go by the agency as a whole as opposed to the person who is actually a part of the conversation, the actual witness who was on the other end of the phone and who listened to it and who received the proposal. That person is not right. That person is not to be trusted. But instead, it should be the people who are recasting it after the fact. What do you think?
I'm laughing at that because it's so absurd, and it's obvious that the FBI is under pressure to not get involved in this huge flap here, accusing the State Department of proposing a quid pro quo and so on, and trying to get classified documents unclassified, all because if they're released and they're classified, they show that Hillary Clinton, these are documents that were sent over her emails.
Are you implying that the FBI is actively lying specifically and solely to protect Hillary Clinton? Because that would be a massive cover-up, and that seems to be the logical
conclusion. Yeah, it does seem to be the logical conclusion. It seems like it would be easier, rather than accusing the guy that was there and just reported the conversation as he heard it, rather than torching him, it would make more sense to go after Patrick Kennedy and ice him out. That would have been what I would have thought the Clinton group would have done, is said Patrick Kennedy was acting on his own. We don't know why he offered a bribe to this guy at the FBI, and we're ashamed of it and we distance ourselves, to instead go after the FBI agent and say that he totally misunderstood. I mean, he's trained to investigate and understand what's going on around him. He's an FBI agent. He should know when he's being propositioned. I mean, if not an FBI agent, who would know better than that? Emily, I'll give you the last word.
Look, I just think these allegations are, completely, things that we need to really question, because we haven't seen the documents, all of them, firsthand. You have to go to a secure facility to see them in full. And so we're really going off of a lot of secondhand information at the moment. And the secondhand information relies on us calling completely into question a year-long investigation by the FBI, doubting its director, doubting what its director has said under congressional testimony because of one agent's notes.
We'll leave it there, guys. Thanks to both of you.